Hi, welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode number 73. I'm juicing wheatgrass today, my very own. The wheatgrass that I had when I was visiting New York City, it was so good, it was so sweet. And I don't know if you remember, but back when I made the Ann Wigmore's basic bread and I was having this crazy wheat sprouting time, I made a lot of things with sprouted wheat. So I took some of the berries that had sprouted and I put them in my planting box here. And it was great. It made me feel like I had a green thumb. But I've never done this before, so here's something I'm learning and I want to share with you. I split the box in half, and so on one side I covered the berries with a light sprinkling of soil. They're sitting on an organic potting soil. I sprinkled a covering of soil over one side of the berries, and on the other side I just let it be free with no soil on top, and they grew exactly the same. There was no difference there, so that's interesting. Then I also let some just sit in one of my sprouting trays, and that worked too, but I didn't pay attention to that one, and it's all kind of funky on the bottom, so I'm going to put that outside for some animals. But here's the thing. The other day, this looked just vibrant and juicy, and I'm having issues in the house. The refrigerator and freezer aren't working. I'm like a pioneer woman. It's so weird to not have that available to me. Anyhow, I think it doesn't look so vibrant today. It's sort of wimpy. But let's see how the Hurom does with wheatgrass and see how much it takes and how it tastes. So here we go. I'm just going to cut some off. I have no idea how much it will take to make some juice. Oh, you don't want the dirt. Don't put the dirt in. Cut that off. Okay. So I think the key will be to just put it in slowly. Here we go. Oh my God, you hear that? What I'm jumping out is that I had just rinsed this, and so there's a little water. Okay, here it comes. Here comes the wheatgrass juice. Woo! I'm excited about this. It's pretty noisy. It smells great, though. It smells so fresh. I know some people really can't stand wheatgrass, but anytime I've ever had it, I thought it was fine, you know. I don't know that I want a giant jug of it, but today is it's a refocusing day for me, where I'm just going to have juices, and I'd like to have wheatgrass a couple times throughout the day, fresh. I can't store any of my juices because I have no refrigerator. So each time I make a juice, it'll be fresh, which will be nice. It does mean I have to wash this several times today. And you know I hate that. It was so easy to grow the wheatgrass. I was nervous because all the herbs and stuff I grew in this pot, epic fail. And I just felt like I had black thumbs, but then when this all came up in just a few days, I was feeling like a farmer. It was cool. So I know you don't drink like a giant thing of this, but I want to show you how much. I'm doing, I guess, like a double shot. I think when you get a shot of wheatgrass at like a juice place or even at that farm stand, you know, you get literally like a little shot glass of it. And then a double shot is twice as much. So I'm guessing we're talking like 1 to 2 ounces. Okay, so I'm just going to do this rest of this. You know what? It's good. I'm going to have a nice big glass of wheatgrass juice. When I was in the Strand bookstore, if you don't know what that is, it's a famous bookstore in New York City that has like a bazillion books. It makes me dizzy to be in there. So I went up to somebody and asked them to look to see if they had a couple of different books. Of course, they didn't have any of the ones I wanted, but what I want to get is the Ann Wigmore Wheatgrass book. Because this was my experiment, but now it's time for me to actually learn a little more about it from someone who knows. Okay, so here's the good thing. The Hurom is doing fine. You know what? It'll be interesting to see what's left inside. I think I'll pull that out and show you because that's the stuff we don't know. Like I've seen, I saw Matt and Angela Monarch make wheatgrass in this when they first got their Hurom. So that's how come I knew it could do it. But you know what? Now I'm wondering if there's a ton of it on the inside. Okay, so here's how much I used. That much. Anyhow, look. A big chunk of it to make about, it's getting all foamy. I don't know if that's the good part. We'll just turn it off. That's 2 ounces. That's 2 ounces right there. I think in a hand crank one, or maybe a green star, one that's made more so for wheatgrass, it probably wouldn't be so foamy. I think I'll take off some of the foam. So it's pure, more of a pure juice. It's very dry, the foam, actually, so it's easy to scoop off. Okay, that looks better. Check that out. Beautiful, huh? Okay, here we go. I'm not nervous. A little bit. It doesn't smell as sweet as the one from Union Square Market. It's not awful. I have a feeling that in 10 minutes, though, I'm going to feel it, you know what I mean? Like in the back of the throat, that I'm going to say, ew, that's weird. It's almost garlicky in a way, which I wonder if it's because it's sort of wimpy. But it definitely has a sweet overtone to it. It's not bad. I know people have lemon with it, or maybe orange or something. So for my next batch later, maybe I'll spike it up with some lemon. You know what? It's not bad. It's going to do really good things for me today. I can tell. I need it. I'm discombobulated from my allergies. Not that you need to know that, but let's look inside here while I'm blabbering on. I went on a wild plant walk recently, and I picked a whole slew of stinging nettles, and I made a tea. That's supposed to be good if you have issues with pollen. So I was drinking that this morning. Whoa, I am so impressed. That's all that was sitting around it? Boy, this puppy does better with wheatgrass than it does with celery. That's really impressive. That's probably maybe just as good as the green star. I don't know. Have you ever seen inside the Hurom? This is the auger, the big fat single auger. Anyways, if you really want to know more about it, let me know. Put it together. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's me doing wheatgrass. Thanks for watching It's a High Raw Life, and I will see you next time.